Even before a word is on my tongue, O Lord, you know it completely. Hello, Malcolm here with Quiet Time Coaching, episode 540, part 6 of the series called You Are a Wonder, based on Psalm 139. Today we're looking at verse 4 of the psalm and God's knowledge of our words. Even before a word is on my tongue, O Lord, you know it completely. Here we see an emphasis on God's omniscience. We come to understand that, well, He understands our thoughts and our intentions, our words, even before we express them. For people who follow Jesus, this awareness can be both humbling and comforting. You see, it means that God's knowledge of us, of you, of me, is so complete that nothing is hidden from Him, not even the unspoken words in our hearts. See, in terms of our relationship with God and our prayer life, this verse is very reassuring because it means we don't need to worry about finding the right words or phrasing things perfectly when we pray. We get used to that when we deal with our parents or our bosses or various people negotiating things, but we don't have to get anxious about saying something just right. God understands the deepest cries of our hearts, even when you and I can't articulate our feelings and our thoughts ourselves. Remember Romans chapter 8, verse 26? Likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know how to pray as we ought, but that very Spirit intercedes with sighs too deep for words. What Paul writes here helps us, encourages us to come before God without fear, trusting He already knows and cares about what we're going through. It's also a reminder to be mindful of our thoughts and words, knowing that God being fully aware of them, that it's important for us to speak with authenticity, with integrity, ensuring that our speech aligns with what we say we believe. We might want to bear in mind and pray about James chapter 3, verse 5. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. That passage and the verses around it, which might be worth reading and praying through, it's a good reminder that our words can be not always pleasing to God. And thus, one of the reasons we pray that our spirit, our heart will be lined up with God so that what we say, what comes out of our mouth, might always please Him. So let me ask you, how does knowing that God is aware of your thoughts and words, even before you speak them, change the way you approach Him in prayer today? And are there any words or thoughts you've been hesitant to share with God, even though He already knows them? How might sharing these in an honest way impact your relationship with Him? What difference might it make? Perhaps today, one of my suggestions is to spend some time with God in silent prayer. Simply practice sitting quietly in God's presence, acknowledging that He knows your heart even without you speaking. Let it be a time of resting in His knowledge and care. He already knows what's on your mind. And also, maybe it's a good thing to pray today to review your words and your thoughts, because at the end of each day, as we look back, we want to be able to reflect on what we said and what we thought that would be pleasing to God. So ask Him to help you grow in integrity and to align your speech with His will. Next time, we'll go on to verse 5. If you'd be interested in joining me on a spiritual experience day based on Psalm 139, please drop me an email. Take care and God bless.